Hello guys, and welcome back to Imola here for the sprint race of the 4th race weekend here in this Project Cars career. For those of you who saw the main race there, you would know that I finished pretty much dead last there. I was doing okay for a while, but at some point the rain came and kind of screwed up everything that we'd worked for throughout the race. So we ended up dead last in the main race, and as such are starting dead last here in the sprint race. We've changed something about the car here, about the car setup. What we've done is we have opted for a low downforce setup because obviously we're gonna have to make up a lot of spots here if we're to have any hopes of scoring any points at all, and seemingly the only place to really overtake on this track here is the finishing straight. So we're gonna be taking our chances in the corners and hopefully be a little faster on the bends here. We get a pretty nice start there, but we need to hang back a little not to get caught into whatever's going on right there in front of us. It appears that both the Grease Lightning cars touch wheels or something like that. Both of them are into the gravel bed there. Both seem to rejoin the race as well. But for us, it means that we are up into P16 already here on lap 1, only a couple of turns into the race there. And that's definitely good news. Well, I said P16. I'm not really sure whether or not P17 actually. P17. Sorry about that. So anyway, looking pretty good so far here. The strategy for the first lap here is going to be see if we can't make up a few places here. We're going to have to take some chances. Usually this does not work out well in Project Cars. If you try and be too aggressive, it usually works against you. But seeing as we're starting dead last already, there's not much we can do about it really. If we hope to score any points at all here whatsoever, then we need to be a little aggressive here. Trying to cut down the inside there. Thomas Accord just going to the right there, and we end up touching wheels with him there. No damage, thankfully, to our car anyway, but I'm not really sure about him. But he just seemed to cut us off there, and I'm not sure whether he was just trying to defend his position there, but it looked a little suspect as we come into the second to last turn here. Running wide, we're going to have Eric Raufusch diving down the inside of us here. Thomas Acora cutting the corner, trying to go down the inside of us also. We are pretty much neck and neck here coming out on the main straight, but like I was saying, we have that low downforce setup going for us, so we should have a speed advantage here on the straight. And as you can see, we dive down the inside of Eric Raufusch, no problem there whatsoever, and we are back into P16. Skipping ahead to the end of lap 2 here, we have P15 right in our sights. See if we can't go down the outside there, but he kind of goes to the left, closes the door. We have to go for the switchover, going down the inside of him instead, as we are into P15. And look at that toe that we got from that overtaking maneuver there. We're catching up on Paul Terry here, coming into the left-hander. We're going to see if we can outbrake him here, getting the move done as we are into P14 already. Once again, skipping ahead to the end of lap 3 here, we have Alex Cheron in our sights, the P13 car. We're going to go for the same move one more time, diving down the inside here, going for the outbreak, and we actually get the move done here, even though we run a little wide. As we run wide one more time onto the grass, have to take the foot off the throttle, and we have to close the door on Alex Cheron going into the turn a little too early here, meaning we run wide on the exit, and Paul Terry overtakes the both of us there as he is into P13 right now. I'm not sure what happened to Alex Cheron there. He lost a couple of positions, so maybe he was off track as well. Skipping ahead to lap 6 here as we come out on the main straight one more time, taking advantage of our speed. We're going to pull the same maneuver on Paul Terry one more time, going into the left-hander there, but he does not back off this time, and there is contact between the cars as we both run off into the gravel bed. But P13 comes with a price as we have damaged our steering in the contact that we had with Paul Terry there, and I'm not sure what is going to happen for the rest of the race here. This is definitely going to be a little more difficult. It is not bad, the damage that we've accumulated here, but obviously having to constantly compensate is going to be difficult.
Pile on the pressure and force him into a mistake.
Skipping right ahead to lap 8, we are coming out on the main straight one more time, going to execute another overtaking move if we get the chance. This time, the P12 car of Martin Schamos, I believe his name is. And again, going down the inside here just to see Fates a little bit to the left. We take full advantage of the open door over to the right, and no trouble whatsoever here. We are into P12 with 14 laps remaining here in the sprint race. And right now, we are about 5 seconds off the P11 car. Jumping ahead to lap 11 here, we are chewing a little bit into the lead of the P11 car of Alicia Samuels at this point. The gap was about 5.5 seconds a couple of laps ago. We are now down to about 4 seconds currently. So basically, if we can just stay consistent and stay consistently fast, obviously, that's pretty much that's pretty important. I don't see a reason why we shouldn't be able to at least close the gap on Alicia there and maybe have a chance of overtaking her at some point. And what's more is that it appears that there's a whole bunch of cars right there ahead of Alicia Samuels, so if we are able to catch her with a couple of laps remaining of the race, I don't see why we shouldn't be able to have it go with the number 10 car as well, as we put in our fastest lap of the race here on lap 14. And just running a little wide there in turn 1, that is not going to help our efforts there if we want to make it into the points. And again, running wide, almost losing the car there completely, but we managed to save it there. But that damaged handling is definitely giving us grief right now. Jumping right ahead to lap 15 here as we are back into trying to claw our way into contention for the P11 spot there. We've managed to chop off another second there of Alicia Samuels' gap and are currently, again, setting our sights on a couple of stable laps here and fast laps, and hopefully we'll be able to close that gap here within 3 or 4 laps maybe with a little luck, and we'll be able to have a couple of laps here where we can try and go hard near the end and see if we can't squeeze our way into the top 10 there. Jumping ahead to lap 18 here, things definitely going in the right direction for us. As you can see, Alicia Samuels only about 2 seconds up on us right now. And also, more importantly, it appears that we have the P10, 9, and 8 cars only within a second there of the P11 spot there. So things are definitely going to be interesting. There's absolutely no reason why we shouldn't be able to make up more than one spot here over the last 5 laps.
Nice one, that was the fastest lap of the race.
Skipping ahead to lap 20 here, we've almost closed the gap on Alicia there as we are moving within striking distance here. If we can just stay consistent here over the next lap or so, we should have an opportunity, but wouldn't you know it, we just touched the curb there, almost losing the back end. We managed to save the car, but that cost us at least 2 seconds there, and at this point in the race, I fear that is going to be very costly indeed. Jumping ahead to lap 22 here, we've closed the gap one more time, but at this point in the race, we're going to have to take some chances if we are going to get into the points somehow. As we come out on the straight here, we're going to have a look down the inside here. It appears that we have the line there, but Alicia does not yield the corner, and we touch wheels. Alicia ends up cutting the corner completely there, still in P11 right ahead of us. Coming out on the main straight here, this is definitely going to be do or die time if we are going to have any chance of getting into the points here. We absolutely need to pass Alicia on this very lap here, going down the inside, wheel into the grass there, but we make the move stick as we are into P11 here with 1 lap remaining, trying to catch our teammate in 10th, Daniel Clayton. Skipping right ahead, second to last corner of the race here. We are right on the exhaust of Daniel Clayton here as we come out on the main straight, just cutting the corner a little bit. We need a perfect exit here. We're going to make this count. Flicking on the curves. We need all the speed we can get here. Got to get into that slipstream there. Make the move stick if we can. Trying to go down the inside there. We got to cut him on the line. Who's going to take P10 there? I can't see. Oh my God, you want to talk about a nail biter there in the end. I'm not sure what happened there. It appears that we finish in 10th and somehow managed to get out of this absolute travesty of a weekend with 2 points there in a shared 7th with Jose Vasquez. And I absolutely did not see this coming at all. I was hoping that I could kind of redeem myself there in the sprint race after what happened there in the main race, but I did not see us getting into the points by any means whatsoever there. I thought we drove a pretty flawless race there. We were off the track a couple of times there, but I thought we managed to drive a pretty clean race for most of the time there. We had a couple of incidents there where we touched wheels with the AI. I'm not sure we were entirely to blame for that, but all in all, a pretty good race. I was very happy with the sprint race here, and definitely had a lot of fun. That was a real nail-biter in the end. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this, please don't forget to leave a like or subscribe to this channel for more Project Cars action, and I'll be seeing you soon enough. Bye-bye.